The Douglas County School District welcomes you to this special graduation presentation.
Except we are, if we count on these kids on, we are top 10. It's not positive.
DCHS band and director Nick Manager for the opening. Now, at this time, I would like to welcome to this podium Senior Class President Rowan Crook.
So we're going to do our best. I would like to now introduce our esteemed platform guests, starting from my right. First, I have DCHS faculty member, Mr. Mike Craven. Next, we have DCH faculty member, Mr. Chad Allen. DCHS faculty member, Mr. Brian Stebbins. Board of Education member, Mr. Kevin Larson. And Board of Education member, Dr. Carrie Mendoza. We have Dr. Elizabeth Fagan, our Douglas County School District Superintendent. Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Bill Moffitt. Our incredible Douglas County High School Principal, Mr. Tony Kappas. Development and Innovation Officer, Mr. Pat McGraw. DCHS Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Dan McMenemy. DCHS Faculty Member, Mr. Jim Tamir. DCHS faculty member, Miss Valerie Elliott. DCH faculty member, Miss Lisa Jarius Roll. And last, but certainly not least, DCH faculty member, Miss Maggie Willard. I would now like to introduce the man who has put so much time and love into this class, Mr. Anthony Kappas.
Good morning. Thank you, Ron. Seniors may be seated. Good morning, and welcome to one of the top 1,000 schools, high schools, in this nation, according to Newsweek magazine, the Douglas County High School, and the class of 2013. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today, the class of 2013. I'm also proud to stand here before your family, your friends, educators, as we celebrate your journey from kindergarten to graduation. Seniors, please help me make those family members, or thank your family members, your friends, all the teachers and administrators who advised, counseled, instructed, and supported you along the way. Please stand, turn to the audience, and say hi to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas. Thank you for all taking part in this incredible journey. Go ahead, seniors, take your seats. I would also like to recognize a few colleagues that deserve to be mentioned. Principals representing Douglas County High School's elementary and middle schools in the Douglas County High School feeder. Up in the right-hand side near the press box, we have Miss Kelly Ursetta, principal at Castle Rock Elementary. Miss Dina Gaddis, Principal, Southridge Elementary. Miss Kelly Smith, Principal, Flagstone Elementary. Miss Deb Rimmer, Principal, Renaissance Elementary. Miss Amber Sorg, Principal, Rockridge Elementary. Dr. Carrie Stevenson, Principal, Sage Canyon Elementary. And Miss Carmen Smith, Principal at Mesa Middle School. All leaders in the Douglas County High School feeder. Another group that deserves recognition. Will all Douglas County High School alumni please stand and be recognized? Thank you, Huskies. As I shared with the seniors yesterday, I'd like all of you to pause for a moment and please keep those families in Oklahoma in your thoughts and your prayers as we begin this time of graduation and celebrations. A few days ago, as I was sitting in Jefferson County Stadium watching the state track and field championships, it really had a reflecting moment about my life and its journeys. You see, Jeffco, much like this county stadium, is where I spent most of my high school athletic career, and yes, even graduation. I was looking across to the other side of the bleachers, where my graduating class was just a few years ago. Okay, it was more than a few years ago. Hey now, come on. Anyway, it allowed me to reflect about where we've been and where we're going. But it also allowed me to think about all of you, the class of 2013. Right now, at this very moment in your life, you are in a very unique situation that you may never be in again. You have nothing to lose. In a manner of speaking, just about everything you've acquired of value to date is locked up inside of you. And that has become even more clear in the days after Oklahoma. At this point, there are two things that should matter the most to you: your education and your family. Just before beginning my college career, a great friend gave me a poem and asked me to read it and then live it. I'm challenging all of you to hear it and live it. It's authored by William Arthur Ward, and it's called Risks. To laugh is to risk appearing the fool. To weep is to risk appearing sentimental. To reach out to another is to risk involvement. To expose feelings is to risk exposing your true self. To place your dreams, ideas before a crowd is to risk their loss. To love is risk not being loved in return. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. To try is to risk failure. But risks must be taken, because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, and is nothing. They may avoid suffering and sorrow, but they cannot learn, feel, change, grow, love, or live. Chained by the certitudes, they are slaves. They have forfeited their freedom. Only a person who risks is truly free. Seniors, you're not leaving DC today, but you're stepping out into this world. You are not being sent out into the world to be a success. but to be free, and along successes will come. Seniors, you will be horribly missed. You've made us proud, and we love you. With your service and dedication, you leave Douglas County High School, and the town of Castle Rock is a better place for it. Remember that this is your town, and this is your school, and this is still your home. And remember, everyone a Husky. Congratulations to the class of 2013.
Now performing Find the Right, our very own DC Mass Choirs and Brady Lloyd.
Someone pass my crutches, please.
Now I'd like to welcome to the podium DCHS faculty, Mr. Brian Stebbins.
I apologize for the glare. I brought my hat, but I think we'll get through without it. There is now in my mouth this sharp chain, and it never comes out. These words are spoken by Dr. Martin Dysart in Peter Schaeffer's play Equus, a brilliant examination of the damaging effects of being pulled in too many directions at once. Does that sound or feel familiar to any of you? Parents, friends, teachers, technology, all of these pull you oppositionally as you prepare to walk down this ramp in front of me as graduates of Douglas County High School. Dr. Dysart is tasked with helping his young patient Alan return to a state of normal that is, in all reality, too restrictive for anyone. You see, Dr. Dysart is just another force pulling Alan in just another direction. Not a new path, only one well beaten by innumerable people. Dr. Dysart knows deep down that he is, quote, all reined up in old language and old assumptions, straining to jump clean-grooved onto a whole new track of being he always suspects is there. He can't jump because the bit forbids it, and his own basic force, his horsepower, if you like, is too little, unquote.
To speak to you, the graduates,
families, and friends about the old language and assumptions that we need to let go of, as well as that leap of faith to that new track of being that may or may not be there. Graduates, you are different now than you were when you started your formal education some 12 or 13 years ago. Hopefully, anyway. You no longer sound out words nor use your fingers and toes for basic addition and subtraction. And while I hope you all still find time to remember the simple pleasure of a good swing and an underdog from mom or dad, you have moved on to new forms of recreation and fun. While many of your first words were only a half-pronounced mama, dada, your new language sounds hopefully with I love you, thank you. The old assumptions of dumb jock, nerd, popular girl, best dressed, cutest couples, with my apologies to the publication staff, but all the superlatives you voted on are now just a set of reins
from a new plane of being that begins now and now, and in my deepest wishes for you, again and again. Parents, friends, family, it is time to let the reins go. Drop them entirely, not even a gentle hold. Rather than the bit, you must now become the pasture, a field of ha-ha, a place of refuge and safety, a certainty to come back to and revisit for assurance after the continual leaps onto a constantly changing and shifting plane of being. There is nothing like the sweet smell of alfalfa in the morning dew to call someone home. Like the certainty of a parent's love and support, a brother or sister's sincere embrace, an old friend's reassurance, or a care package from Grandma and Grandpa. This, though, is a new plane of being as well. See, you didn't even know we had begun our series of leaps yet, did you? Educators, we must trust what we have shared with these young men and women in our time with them. Our role now is no longer taskmaster, reining in youthful enthusiasm or refocusing the off-tested with a quick and forceful whoa dad. Whoa dad. Rather, our new role is the spectator in the grandstands, cheering for them as they race across the finish line. Yes, the finish line of high school as they graduate today, but hopefully share the joys of further graduations, first interviews and jobs, and the beauty of their ever-changing lives. Graduates, I've not forgotten about you. One day, You will be the family in the crowd. Maybe even the humble teacher speaking to a graduating class whom you are truly inspired by. You see, we are leaping away, free in the wind. I want to leave you with two more literary thoughts. Number one, please do not forget Atticus Finch and Scout's realization that you never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. Number two, and maybe number three or number four, I'm a literature teacher after all, and Barnes and Noble is the bane of my existence, so I read a lot. William Kittredge wrote that the Native Americans were telling stories in Native American ways, making their own mirrors in which to see their own lives and work. I ask you, are you going to continue to use old language and assumptions to see yourself, or create your own planes of reflection? Kittredge also commented that useful storytelling is useful, quote, because it helps us to witness ourselves as we are in the world and to think in fresh ways about ourselves as we like to become, instead of reinforcing our prejudices about who we think we ought to become. Douglas County High School, class of 2013, it is time for you to leap clean hoofs to a new track of being, to spit the bit. The pen is in your hands. The world is now your count book. I leave you with the question, what might you become? Thank you.
And now, welcome to the stage to perform For Good, Anna Lansden.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bring something we must learn, and we are there for those who help us most grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Now I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. changed for the better. Because I knew I have been changed for
Welcome to the podium, Senior Class President Rowan Court.
The other day, I saw this guy running down the hallway. His backpack bouncing up and down as he made his way from the horseshoe to Mr. Kingery's room. What struck me most was the sound. The thump, thump of books and pencils and who knows what else bouncing around inside. We have filled the last 4 years with activity. Hundreds of hours spent on the field. Thousands of minutes spent memorizing songs. Millions of seconds spent painting and dancing and learning and leading and growing. We have put a tremendous amount of time into this school. We have spent the last 4 years bleeding purple constantly. And for what? Why do we do it all? Because we want to improve the school. Because we want to be good students. Because we want to get into college and we want our families to be proud of us. We want our brothers and sisters to look up to us. We do it for a good life in the future, for a better world, for the approval of others. While all these things may be true, the unequivocal answer is that many of us have done it for perfection. We have done it so that society will look at us and say, they are one of ours. Just like the kid with the backpack, we run around in life with a heavy burden bouncing around on our backs, constantly weighing us down with the endless thumping of expectation. If this sounds in any way familiar to you, if you have been trying to be perfect in one way or another, then make today, when for a moment there are no more grades to be earned, classmates to be met, trophies to be won. Make today the day to put down that backpack. At one level, the constant contortionism to fit into society's box is too hard. And at another, it's too cheap and easy. It is a game of imitation. And nothing important or meaningful or beautiful or interesting or great ever came out of imitations. The thing that is really hard and really amazing is giving up on being perfect and beginning the work of becoming yourself. This is more difficult because there is no rule guide to read, no template to follow, no mask to wear. Set aside what your friends expect, what your parents demand, what your acquaintances require. Set aside the messages this culture sends through its advertising, its entertainment, its disdain, and its disapproval. Set aside the old traditional notion of female as nurturer and male as leader. Set aside, too, the new traditional notion of female as superwoman and male as oppressor. Begin with that most terrifying of all, a clean slate. Then look every day at the choices you are making. And when you ask yourself, why do I do it? find this answer. For me. For the person I am and the person I need to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "We are all inventors, each sailing out on a voyage of discovery, each guided by a private chart of which there is no duplicate. The world is all gates, all opportunities." Look at your fingers. Hold them in front of your face. Each one is crowned by an abstract design that is completely unique. Those designs are the mark of the wonderful, unique individuals that make up this class. Each of you is as different as your fingertips. Why then should you follow anyone else's charter? As you set forth on your life voyage, embrace the inventor within yourself. Throw out the expectations of society and refuse the backpack. And choose the path that doesn't exist outside of your own being, your own experiences. Embrace failure. Embrace success, too. Accept the moments that you make for yourself, the moments that, like quilt work, make up the very core of your soul. From this moment, drop the backpack, and instead, choose to carry, alone, the distinct recollections of fleeting purple. Thank you.
Now to perform If We Hold On Together, Sidney Boyd. podium, Mackenzie King.
Purple, a color intermediate between red and blue. It is the color of royalty, magic, and wisdom. It is the color in which we all sit here today. The color we will always bleed, as we will forever be Douglas County Huskies. 4 years ago, graduation was just an island, so far off in the distance that even thinking about it seemed to be a waste of time. 4 years ago, we walked into the front doors of North, praying to see somebody that we knew, just to feel an ounce of comfort. Each one of us scanned the halls, dying to see a friendly face. But now, finding a friendly face is nowhere near a challenge, as we are surrounded by nearly 4 friendly faces. When we embarked on our high school journey, we began a new chapter with people we thought would be in our lives forever. But my question for you is this. Are the people you looked for freshman year the same people you enjoyed all of our school dances with? What about sporting events and assemblies? Are these the people who stood by your side? And at this instant, are these the people sitting to your right and left? For some of us, the answer to all of these questions is yes. But for the majority of us, we answer no. Throughout high school, we have established some incredible relationships and lost contact with some on the way. One of the greatest things we have learned in the last 4 years is not only how to find great friends that we can have fun with, but how to build relationships that will last and are worth our time. We have realized the kinds of people we need in our lives to make us better, stronger individuals and make us happy simultaneously. The importance of developing this social knowledge will be carried with us for the rest of our lives, along with the friendships and memories made in the process. Not only have we made incredible bonds with the people surrounding us, but we have discovered and begun to create an inner connection with ourselves. As each of us experienced, high school brings some of the best times of our lives, along with some of the worst. Sometimes of great fun, to contrast the times of serious stress. And for people like me, a countless number of laughs, along with an abundance of tears. But in each one of these situations, we learn to cope and become more understanding, persevering people. We have learned to trust ourselves and appreciate the positive moments in our lives. Looking back, it's clear that in the last few years, we've had to make a plethora of decisions. For some of these decisions, we trusted our heads. Some, we trusted our hearts. And other decisions we'll never be able to fully comprehend. While most of these decisions positively impacted our lives, it's safe to say that we also made some choices that we aren't so proud of. But this is one of the most beautiful things about life. If every choice and decision was the right one, and all we did was take right turns, all we would do is go in one big circle, getting absolutely nowhere. It's the few left turns, the few risky decisions and mistakes that push us forward in life, making us grow as a person. It's these choices that have made us the people we are today. Although we each took a different route, each starting in a different place, and each having completely different experiences along the way, we have come together to make it to this remarkable day. When I look out in front of me, I see bright, independent, humorous, beautiful people who have learned to let nothing stand in their way. I see future engineers, teachers, and businessmen. I see potential mentors and amazing role models. But most importantly, I see a group of graduating seniors who have left an impact on one another that may not be quite understood right now, but will forever have a significance in our lives. As we sit here today, we realize that while we learned a great deal in the classroom, we learned much more about the details that this voyage known as life entails. From this point forward, we must remember to develop relationships that better our character. We must remember to trust and have faith in the exceptional people we've become. We must remember to take risks, for they will be worth it in the long run. From now on, we must cherish the color purple and associate it with the love and positive moments it has brought into our lives. And most importantly, we must remember to have fun and enjoy the simple things in life. Because after all, life is a beach. We're just playing in the sand. Congratulations, seniors. I'm proud of you.
Now welcome to the podium, DCHS faculty member, Mr. Michael Craven.
It's my privilege to acknowledge the 2013 scholarship winners. Graduates, when I call your name, please stand up in recognition of your scholarship award. I'll ask that the audience hold their applause until all names have been read. Tyler Anderson, Luke Austin, Leilani Axiadis, Elizabeth Bachman, Eloise Bacon, Marcus Bailado, Brittany Basala, Annie Bashaw, Brandon Belk, Kelsey Benjamin, Claire Borteau, Breland Bowe, Kristen Bowling, Sydney Boyd, Jefferson Braun, Eric Bryan, Caitlin Berger, George Castorena, Michelle Chung, Madison Collins, Jacqueline Collins, Sarah Kraft, Devin Kregel, Christopher DeRosa, Rhiann Donnelly, Stephanie Dovalina, Aaron Dwiggins, Shannon Fry, Taylor Gibson, Alexa Grafton, Madison Hensley, Kevin Hodnett, Austin Hostetler, Sarah Hughes, Alexandria Jackson, Jory Jensen Geeson, Hayden Jones, William Kackenmaster, Allison Kern, Abigail Kimball, Mackenzie King, Christine Kirchner, Ryan Koenig, McKenna Coster, Emily Coutil, John LaLiberty, Anna Lansden, Christopher Lee, Garrett Lewis, Patricia Liu, Angel Yanis, Tiffany Lovell-Bro, Austin Ludden, Sydney Ludwig, Aiden Manzanares, Olivia Marty, Dakota Mascarenas, Mackenzie Masters, Jenny Matthew, Allison Mouse, Maddie McBee, Jacob McCleary, Laura Mendez-Cerron, Lindsay Miner, Beatriz Najera Pena, Sushil Nala, Mark Olmos, Brittany Owen, Emily Paget, Cody Parker, Christian Paschke, Rutika Patel, Caitlin Pfeiffer, David Quintana, Rowan Quirk, William Rasmussen, Emma Redding, Scott Richards, Emily Roberts, Catherine Roy, Mark Roy, Anna Sassman, Corinne Schroeder, Mary Jane Shively, Sean Sunka, Cameron Strawn, Robert Stewart, Michelle Strang, Colin Tedesco, Rachel Turbush, Tyler Euban, Cole Van Kulen, Sarah Vandermeulen, Christina Wagner, Selena Yacobi, and Claire Zai. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2013 scholarship winners.
Now welcome to the podium, Principal Mr. Tony Kappas.
As principal of Douglas County High School, I'm pleased to present to all of you the graduating class of 2013. The 2013 graduating class of Douglas County High School has successfully completed the requirements of the Douglas County Board of Education and the great state of Colorado. I certify
that they have earned the necessary credits and now are eligible to receive a diploma. Superintendent Dr. Elizabeth Fagan, I present to you and the Board of Education the members of the 2013 graduating class of the Douglas County High School.
Mr. Kappas, on behalf of the Board of Education and the district leadership, I am very proud to accept the Douglas County High School class of 2013. Congratulations, Huskies.
Christopher Scott Burns.
Laura Teresa Martin.
Morgan Elizabeth Lee Ginger.
Madison Elizabeth Leo.
Adam Neil Walsh.
Mark Schmidt.
Sarah Renee Kraft.
Savannah Dawn Lee.
Marsha Daniel DeFries.
Mark Olmos.
Kayla Marie Stassi.
Autumn Brooke Pepper.
Michael Timothy Briggs.
Blake Delaus Nowland.
Taylor Marie Corey.
Joshua Scott Lockyer.
Cameron Jess Speary.
Tyler John Anderson.
Lene Kelly.
Noah Daniel Dodson.
Mary Jade Scheibe.
Christian Thomas Shetler.
Ray Lynn Cassidy.
Sean Christopher Huey.
Emily Lynn Martinez Paget.
Corinne Andrea Schroeder.
Casey Ray Guerreri.
Sean Michael Sonka.
Ryan Thomas Johans.
Riley Mickinson Brown.
Robert Darrell Byer.
Zachary Nelson Taylor.
Shaylee Nicole Glover.
Shelby Marie Durbin.
Christopher Knight Kinney.
Emil Bashaw.
Allison Elizabeth White.
Erin Elizabeth Schaefer.
Austin Lee.
Ashley Renee George.
David Moran.
Hayden Jones.
Ian Thomas McGrail.
Ashton Lee.
George Lucas.
Eric Wayne Bryan.
Alex Nicole Davis.
Collins.
Aaron Kaufelt.
Katerina May Lewis.
Madison Lenore Colley.
Patrick Michael Becker.
Gregory Hill Parker.
Heather Nicole Jacobs.
Brianna Labati.
Nicholas Paul Bancroft.
Reed Patrick McGraw.
Delaney Madison Wilcox.
Logan Kiefer.
Alexander Bergay.
Christopher Randy DeRosa.
Travis Austin Alberg.
Brandon Kenneth Belt.
Melissa Lynn Husselton.
Drew Daniel Hogan.
Alex Stewart Anderson.
Matthew Lynn Droz.
Emily Faye Mathers.
Abigail Catherine Kimball.
Cody Logan Guillory.
Anna Michaela Sassman.
Jacob Perry McCleary.
John Andrew Whalen.
Trent Dean Maloney.
B. Najera Pena.
Julia Lauren Barnett.
Emily Roberts.
Matthew Sean Waring.
Madison Lee Charlman.
John Ryan Lavardi.
Rebecca Marie Hauser.
Cody James Korth.
Allison August Kern.
Hannah Rose Dougherty.
Annie Rose Bashaw.
Zachary Paul Valentine.
Kenzie Ray King.
Alexander Michael Peach.
Emma Michaela Reading.
Nicholas Anthony Haneke.
Rowan Jana Quirk.
Carlos Rios.
Ryan Joseph DePinto.
Chase Thomas DeLay.
Sydney Ann Boyd.
Audrey Ann Davis.
Haley Marie Tenbarge.
Joshua David
Get
Arbaugh.
closer to one of these speakers.
Anna Grace Lansden.
We have to just get as close as you can with the speaker.
Brittany Alexis Owen.
Because you're hot.
Renault Tremblay.
Shane Ryan DeGolier.
Marlena Christina the 12th.
Michelle Chung.
Solana Marie Jacobi.
Brandon Tyler Smith.
Morgan Ashley Summers Stepp.
Brittany Nicole Palkovich.
Aaron Marie Dwiggin.
Samuel Allen Roberts and Chelsea Janelle Johns.
Gabriel James Ryan.
Allison Jane Mouse.
Elizabeth Caitlin Bachman.
Luke Rain Gibson.
Bradley Hunter Schramm.
Carissa Michelle Hollingworth.
Andrew Robert Tennyson II.
Austin Lee Ludden.
Zachary Garrett Rowles.
Elizabeth Grace Welter.
Alex Matthew Ande.
Claire Margot Borteau.
Ian Christopher Betts.
Aria Danielle Skulberstad.
Celeste Alicia Torres.
Grant Todd Mello.
Joshua James Gasser.
Shelby K. Fisher.
Shelby Ann McAllister.
Colin James Tedesco.
Odina Denise Kimball.
Madison Nadine Morrissey.
Mariah Nicole Palmer.
Austin Dwight Hostetler.
Austin Garrett Yanulonis.
Holly Reed Harriman.
Caitlin Nicole Schmitty.
Mark Joseph Roy.
Zachary Adam Sokolovsky.
Catherine Rose Joy.
Allison Marie Martinez.
Lauren Jean Paul.
Clay Knuckleby Adams.
Anna Smiley Callis.
Robert Jeffrey Stewart.
Jason Wesley Cross.
Michaela Ann Clayton.
David Matthew Quintana.
Jordan Mance.
Madison Elizabeth McBee.
Lauren Ashley Cottray.
Devin Ayers Lynn.
Risa Lee.
Savannah Arden Moody.
Amanda Catherine Roundy.
Alexandria Faith Jackson.
Brennan Nathaniel Lee.
Andrina Renee Trump.
Mark Yale Phelps V.
Jessica Brooke Shipper.
Cody Wayne Parker.
Callie Noel Diaz.
Christian Reed Paschke.
Rutger Norman Batterberry.
Scott Charles Richards.
Alora Kimball.
Eloise Ann Bacon.
Jeremiah Dakota Johnson.
Kevin Andrew Hodnett.
Alexandra Danielle Hosky.
Jeffrey Dean Bueller Jr.
Brock Austin Bilovis.
James Joseph Jacobs.
Austin Taylor Watson.
Michael Patrick Donovan.
Arlene Victoria Silva.
Jacob Andrew Radley.
Kate Donnelly.
Garrett Alexander Lewis.
Andrew Kim.
Stephen Amitabh Thakur.
Aiden Joseph Manzanares.
Hayden Christopher Cruz.
Michael Anthony Eve.
Austin Dylan Brown.
Rachel Maria Raddick.
Lorena Tello.
Sydney Faye Ludwig.
Drew Howard Mears.
Sarah Ashley Hughes.
Nicole Josephine Woodard.
Aldana Kowalsikova.
Roland Tyler Benjamin.
Sarah Ann King.
Marcella Jacqueline Barnelby.
Skylar Jacob Thomas.
Claire Zora Zide.
Connor Morgan Hay.
Astrid Louise Sandquist.
Jody Lee Smith.
Taylor Nicole Gibson.
Anthony Rodriguez Blanca.
Lauren Nicole Thomas.
Matthew Robert Johnson.
Paige Elizabeth Van Ostrin.
Adam William Tafoya.
Caitlin Pfeiffer.
Tiffany Marie West.
Kaylee Victoria Walters.
Tiffany Nicole Lovell Grove.
Connor Ross Champagne.
Abigail Anita Freeman.
Brianna Marie Vitella.
Mackenzie Devery Masters.
Cody Michael Pacheco.
Rachel Lynn Schuster.
Sarah Ariel Neese.
Amanda Michelle DiCamillo.
Benjamin Walker Sims.
Heidi Ann Simpson.
Caitlin Renee Gardner.
Kira Lynn.
Andrea Grace Weishart.
Krutika Patel.
Jordan Ember Knoll.
Kayliana Shea Rodriguez.
Linnea Lynn Scroggins.
Anjali Gopal.
Tyler James McNeil.
Kenna Joe Costner.
Madeline Ann Gaffigan.
Adrian Charles Vaziri.
McKenna Marie Olson.
Sarah Ruth Vandermeulen.
Edward Wellman Sorrell V.
Ariella Douglas.
Sophie Joan McVicker.
George William Castorina III.
Harsh Aditya.
Sarah Dawn Sokol.
Ray.
Marissa Wagner.
Roxanne Astrid Van Hove.
Lindsay Ray Hahn.
Samatia Akil.
Madison Gail Hensley.
Matthew Michael Rusted.
Andrew Reed Gentry.
Brittany Marie Reed.
Alexandra Brule Davis.
Tiffany Amber Mason.
William David Kattenmaster.
Alyssa Marie Evans.
Austin Douglas Rogers.
Megan Aileen Perez.
Jenny Mary Matthew.
Alexa Ray Grafton.
Patricia Yin Liu.
Michelle Francis Strain.
Afif Nur Chahan.
Emily Marie Cudel.
Jay Goldplay.
Kira Jean Mayberry.
Maroon Ottawa.
Brittany Marie Vasala.
Sushil Nava.
Kyle Gordon Barber.
Ann Ryan.
Danielle Coleman Jenkins.
Cameron Douglas Strong.
Lena.
Jana Claire Nyberg.
Benjamin Joseph Blakely.
Thomas Edward Chapman.
Hannah Jo Wistrom.
Morgan Faye Barber.
Jaden Tyler Millar.
Sarah Haley Moon.
Erin Marie Fennell.
Jocelyn Torres Munoz.
Alex Singer Press.
Wilson Kurt Pedrana de los Trino.
Dylan Tyler Sanchez.
Carla Macias.
Jefferson Harvard Braun.
Christopher Sunwoo Lee.
Braylin Janelle Bovee.
Victoria Baikova.
Austin Matthew Fagan.
Jasmine Rachel Matthew.
Sandra Janet Perez.
Ashton Marie Davidson.
Christine Marie
Kristen Sarah Bowling.
Tony Aaron Nixon.
Caitlin Faith Berger.
Christina Marie Wagner.
John Bradley Hill.
Alexis James Steininger.
Ryan Randall Cook.
Ariana Danae Emmerich.
Dylan Paul Gardner.
Cameron Colleen Gerard.
Devin Matthew Fritsch.
Preston McKay Blanche.
Bradley Gary Willoughby.
Mark Allen Westfall.
Derek Richard Bourget.
Corbin Marley Shield.
Penny Marie Turnbull.
Tyler Joseph Euban.
Tyler Daniel King.
Hayden Bannister.
Jensen Saray Van.
Kenneth Stephen Wyman.
Luke James Drugan.
Shannon Marie Fry.
Carly Gibbon.
Ian James Costigan.
Rachel Carolyn Turbush.
Dallas William Humphreys.
Robert James Cooper.
Samuel Talupe Jade Bradley Bolaruana.
Brittany Catherine Wood.
Kyle Ron Schoffer.
Tucker Wayne Carmichael.
Caroline Hathaway Nelson.
Danielle Lee Fink.
Toby Anderson George.
Olivia Susanna Decaroga.
Marcel Andres James Montoya.
Kelsey Joe Benjamin.
Michaela Quintana Silverson.
Brett Layton Thompson.
Marlene Caitlin Finn.
Dakota Marcine Mascaredes.
Scott Jonathan Kohler.
Richard Arguello.
Cameron Weston Cheer.
Logan Ray Utley.
Alexis Thornton Robertson.
Madison Rose Jenkins.
Michael Christopher Fromm.
Tyler Roberts Baker.
Alexander Thomas.
Brandon Alexander Global.
Jared Daniel McDonald.
Pedro Natali Torres Ayon.
Dylan Jeffrey Compton.
Melissa Morgan.
Kate Elizabeth Risley.
Hui Hong Nguyen.
Marcus Gregory Bilato.
Jordan Trey Snow.
Angel Torres Ayon.
Alexander J. Torbovich.
Ian Michael Jacobson.
Natali Munoz Lopez.
William Deshaun Rasmussen.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Luke James Austin.
Joy Marie Jensen Easy.
Vanessa Buck.
Angel Charles Jonas.
Sebastian Xavier Julian Perseus Corwin Eckler.
Tara Marissa Shackle.
Jacob Alexander Siak. Michael Winston Van Kuyen. Nicholas Winston Van Kuyen. Timothy John Obar.
Because I did not
you.